morning, girls. Hope you're doing well. We're on day 3 now. So today is Wednesday, July 8th, and we're going to do another Fundations video. You should have had lots of practice with your closed syllables. We talked about digraphs and we've talked about blends. So today we're going to kind of put those together, and there's 2 different things we're going to talk about. The first one that we're going to talk about is called a digraph blend. It's when you have a digraph. CH is one of our digraphs, if you remember CH, chin, ch. But it also makes a consonant that's going to blend in with it. So we have the NCH, which is a digraph blend, and it says nch, nch. Can you try saying that with me? Nch, nch. So I'm going to give you 2 examples of a word that has a digraph blend. So let's go ahead and write our word. If you remember, the first thing we need to do is be a vowel detective. Where are you? Where's that vowel? If you guessed the letter U, you are spot on. So if you look at our U, let's check to see if we have a consonant after that's going to close the door. There it is. But guess what? We also have a digraph. So this is called the digraph blend. So I'm going to show you how to mark it up. We're going to underline the blend, and we're also going to underline our digraph. So you want to keep them 2 separate. Remember, this is nch. So we're going to make this a closed syllable because that digraph blend is going to close the door, making the U a short sound, saying Let's tap it out. Nch, lunch. I hope you get to have a delicious lunch today. Another example, I'm going to do this one over here. Get out those vowel goggles. What's our vowel? It's the letter I. So we have the letter I. After the letter I, we have that digraph blend again. So it's going to make it a closed syllable. So this is a short vowel sound. Get out your tapper. Tapper, tap, tapper. Ready? P, nch, pinch. Jack and Nathan do not pinch each other. Just kidding. Okay, so that's just a real quick thing today with our digraph blend. So it kind of puts together what we've been talking about. Now my next part's going to go even more in depth about how digraphs and blends can be together in a closed syllable. Sometimes you might have like a digraph in the beginning of the word and a blend at the end, or vice versa. You could have a blend at the beginning and a digraph at the end. I'm going to show you what I mean. So let's write this word and see. Let's pretend you don't know what this word says. So we're trying to figure out what this word is. The first thing you should do when you come to a word you don't know is look for the vowel. Right away, ding, 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 I found an I. So I know that if I look after this, if I see a consonant or a digraph or a blend, it's going to close the door and it's going to make that vowel short. So I know that this I is going to make the I sound. So now I noticed right away, I see that CK. I remember we went over digraphs. So I'm going to underline that. There's a digraph at the end closing the door. But I also see something else. Do you see anything? I see a blend. CL is a blend. So we're going to put 2 separate lines because it's 2 sounds blended together. So now let's try to see if we can figure out what our word is because we know it's a closed syllable. So remember, it says I. Ready? Tappers. K, O, I, k, kl, I, k. Click. Like click. Very good. Let's do another one. Okay. What's the first thing we do when we come to a word we don't know? We look for the vowel. Boom. There's our vowel U. So after the U, what do you notice? There's that digraph again. So I'm going to put my marking up because I know this is a closed syllable. Do you see something else? I do. I see a blend. ST says st. So we're going to mark it up. Now we get to finally tap it out. Ready? St, uck, stuck. Don't ever get stuck because we can always help. All right, let's do another one. All right, let's see. What do we do? We look for the vowel. I see it. It's a U. What comes after it? Our lovely digraph, SH. We're going to underline it, and we're going to scoop it because we know it's a closed syllable. And I see something else. SL is a blend. So let's tap it out. So we know SL says slush. We don't want any slush outside right now, do we? We want warm, sunny days. All right, let's do another one. This will be our last one. All right, so the first thing you do is look for that vowel. There it is. It's the letter I. So we know after the I, what is this? SK. That's a blend. It's the first time we've had a blend at the end of a word. We've had digraph, digraph, digraph. This is a blend at the end. And it is closing the door still, so we know this is a closed syllable. So this I has to say I. Did you see this? The digraph's at the beginning this time. So now we're going to mark that up and tap it out. Get out your tapper. Ready? Whisk. Whisk. Like if you're going to whisk something, like when you whisk eggs, when you're making scrambled eggs in the morning. All right. So what you're going to do now is you can go on Spelling City for 15 minutes, or I emailed pages, like foundation pages that we used to do in class. You can do one of those. If you do a page, just have mom, dad, grandma, aunt, uncle, whoever you're working with, a friend, whoever, take a picture and email it to me or send it through a text just so I can see what you're doing, okay? So again, we learned what a digraph blend is today. It's when you have a digraph with a letter that blends together, and our example was nch, like in pinch and lunch. We also learned that closed syllables can have digraphs and blends. And they can be, blends can be at the beginning of a word, or blends can be at the end of a word. And the digraphs, same thing. So again, if you want to go out and practice these words somehow with rainbow spelling or however, Play-Doh, whatever you feel like doing, if you want to send me a picture, you can. This is the lesson just for you to practice. It's not required. But what is required every day is to go on Spelling City for 15 minutes or do one of those papers. If you don't have a printer, it's okay. You can just write the words out. I am going to be checking to see if you're on Spelling City. I can see, and at the end of the week, I will send you a message whether or not you have everything all caught up. All right, boys, I hope you have an awesome Wednesday. Happy spelling!